let's talk about compost. I think a lot of you have a lot of questions, but composting questions. Now I want to talk about browns. First of all, when we're talking about browns in the composting world, we mean anything that's like dry and compostable. All of this is considered browns. Browns are supposed to like absorb the juices or whatever, when things break down. Because like think about it, if you have like for example an orange has a lot of like liquid, right? A lot of juice in it. So as it breaks down, all that liquid's got to go somewhere. And the browns absorb all of that, right? And so if you don't have enough browns in your compost, it's going to get smelly. It's not going to be good. You don't want a smelly compost bin. It's not good. That's a bad compost bin. If it's smelly, it's a bad compost. Okay? So on top of it being smelly, you're gonna get like pests. So you'll get like what are they, like spider mites or just like a bunch of fungus mites. You get just pests that you don't necessarily want, right? But you can fix it by adding more browns. Okay, so yeah, browns is very essential for composting. You want to add way more browns than you do greens, right? And your greens would be like, for example, your banana peels, the ends of the onions, the lemons, after you squeeze them, the oranges, whatever's going bad in your pantry. Like all of those things are greens, and yeah, you want your browns so that as they break down, they absorb all that good juice. Even though like maybe for us it's like ew nasty, but it's for the soil, for the plants, it's good. Next time you buy something online, save your boxes, save the packaging, compost all of that. If you got eggs, save the egg cartons, you can compost those. Toilet paper, right? The brown toilet paper thingy at the end, that's also compostable. Like dry leaves are compostable. Just like basically anything that low-key looks like brown, that's a considered brown. I don't know if that makes sense. I keep saying brown. What else is compostable? Paper bags, bills. Bills are compostable. So we've been trying to reach you about your extended car warranty, ma'am. You haven't paid it. I shredded that. I shredded the bill. 10 out of 10. You should shred your bills. Forget about them. Shred them. Last time I tried to compost, my fruit scraps got rotten and it smelled nasty. I know I did something, but I don't know where. Okay. Yeah. So if your compost bin smells bad, it's gone anaerobic, however you pronounce that word. But basically it means that like there's not enough like oxygen in your compost bin, so things slow down, so they're not gonna break down as fast and whatever. If your compost bin is smelly, if it's too wet, and by too wet I mean it's like I'm adding too many greens, so there's like more liquid and not enough browns that absorb it, right? So it looks wet. That's what I mean by my compost was too wet. You want to add a bunch of browns. So like if I want to add this, I'm not just gonna toss it in there, right? Like lo quiero hacer en pedacitos, right? So you want to make things small so that they're easier to break down and it's easier for them to absorb all of those juices. And especially when your compost bin is smelly and it's anaerobic, like you want to add a bunch of like shredded browns, mix everything, and then just let it sit, right? Just keep adding browns until it doesn't smell as much, right? That usually takes maybe like a week or two to like for you to see results. But definitely like if it's smelly, it shouldn't be smelly. It should smell like earth, like a forest. It should smell earthy. It shouldn't smell bad. So if your compost bin is smelly, you're doing something wrong. You want to add more browns for sure. I have another question. Do you add earthworms or do they naturally appear on their own? It depends. If you have an in-ground compost bin, so like si está pegado a la tierra, if it's on bare ground, you will just naturally get worms, right? But if you have it in a container, you're gonna have to add them yourself. They could show up if, for example, you have like old pots or whatever, and you pour the soil in there. There could be, you know, a baby worm in there or an egg or something, and then they'll just magically appear. But you have to introduce them if it's a container. If it's in ground, they'll just naturally come. I'm trying to do like more like tutorials with my content. If you have any other compost questions, let me know. I have some knowledge.